There you are.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I turned off my internet there for a second. You've seen this show, right? You know what it is.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah, you've seen it, right?
I've seen small bits of it.
Bits of it. What do you mean, bits of it?
I am an avid consumer of Damon Conlan content, but maybe not in the last few weeks.
So welcome to the Fifth Cheese. It's the witching hour. So it's 7, but we'll say that's the witching hour. Unconfirmed time, isn't it? The witching hour. We don't know. So we'll say it's 7:01. We kick off as always with the first question, and that is why.
Why? Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yep.
Why not? Eh? That's how you've got to think through these tough times.
Milton Berle said, "If opportunity doesn't knock, build a door." Can you build a door? Is that in your skill set?
What sort of metaphorically in terms of seizing opportunities for myself? No.
And what about a wooden door?
Literally, as in building a wooden door.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay. Not looking good. Your future.
I'm not foreseeing much opportunity in my future.
No. Neither of us. Neither of us can. Okay. I've got some scary facts for you to throw at you. Tell me what you think of these. Barcode scanners scan the white parts, not the black.
I already knew that one.
Okay. Butterflies have been known to drink blood.
Didn't know that one.
Unsettling?
Quite unsettling, yeah.
Mm.
Also a bit like, I've had loads of butterflies on me and they've never tried to drink my blood, so I kind of feel a bit like, what's wrong with me?
What do you mean on you?
How many ways are there to interpret that?
I don't know what situation would necessitate you having to have lots of butterflies on you.
Not lots. I'm not like made of honey, but like at a butterfly farm.
Are they attracted to honey? Is that a thing? Thinking of wasps, I think. Maybe you just got several wasps crawling on you. Maybe that was it.
That's where I went wrong. Yeah.
Describe a butterfly. Is it black and yellow? Is it?
Black and yellow. Buzzes a lot. Hurts like a motherfucker. Yeah. You must have been to a butterfly farm, even in your terrible childhood, Damon. You must have been.
We don't farm them. That sounds cruel.
Okay. A butterfly sanctuary.
Should
we just move on to the next one?
I'd like to. Your belly button is just your old mouth.
What, mine specifically?
Yeah, just yours.
Just mine. How did you know?
I've had my suspicions for quite a while. No, it's the umbilical cord is you take in the food, breathe out the CO2. Yeah.
Yes.
How does that make you feel?
I find belly buttons really gross, and that whole concept really gross anyway. Like whenever I have scrambled egg, I spend ages picking the umbilical cord out with a teaspoon.
Where? A USB device is not recognised. I'll just turn off the notifications. So how are you? Notifications. Airplane mode. Oh my shit! What the fuck? Oh god! Oh my god! Oh fuck! What have we done? Oh, it's turned Bluetooth off. Cannibalism is very common in hamsters.
No.
Oh, right.
I've got a hamster and she's a perfect princess and would never eat anyone.
How many have you got?
One. I did have 7.
Yeah, he did have 7. Yeah. No, it's just Cage is very red. 1. Charles Kettering said, "Believe and act as if it were impossible to fail." Is that good advice or?
I don't believe so. Well, I mean, we've all met people who seem to have taken on that mantra, whether or not they've heard it, and they just come across as absolute pricks. Better to, I'd rather fail and be relatively normal than
That's good. That's
successful.
good.
And
I think you should name names. What are you thinking
arrogant.
about?
Name is shame. Whoever sprang to mind immediately when I said it, that one.
Yeah, he is. This is a picture paint 1,000 words thing. So I'm going to send you a picture to your phone. Okay. Okay, I'm going to send you a picture, and when you get it, okay, you can't say what it is, but you're going to describe it, your emotions, your feelings on it. Let me just unlock my phone. 4861.
Am I doing it literally, or is the expectation that I'm going to say something funny?
No expectation regarding that from me.
That was left at the door a long time ago, wasn't it?
I believe so. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, Rubicon.
I can't tell if this is a sort of, a Damon sort of postmodern trick.
Mm-hmm.
It just, this media is no longer available.
Is that what it says?
Yeah. Is that
What?
you? Is that like a gotcha, or is that just a?
Am I being punked? Are you punking me?
He said, "Look."
What the hell? Send it again.
Oh, here we go. I've got one now. Yeah.
Okay.
So I've got to describe it now.
Just your feelings and your emotions. Okay.
Not actually say what it is.
No, you can't say what it is.
I feel cozy and comforted, and I don't know, like calm.
Yeah.
A little bit on edge, I guess.
All valid emotions. So thank you for playing that. Okay, you can put your phone down. Aristotle said, "During our darkest moments, we must focus to see the light." Do you think he would have said that living now with all the bulbs and that we've got?
Literally now, probably not. I think even he would have given up.
I think that's fair. Okay, so Halloween, as you might know, is an old-fashioned way of saying the night before All Saints' Day. Okay. Were you a fan of All Saints, and should other bands have special days of celebration?
I wasn't a huge fan of All Saints, no, but I did like that one song, the water one that everyone likes.
I don't know. I don't remember All Saints.
You would know that, so I'm not going to sing it for you, don't worry. You would know it though. It's off the beat.
Don't sing it. No, I had what bands deserve special days of celebration, would you say?
In their heyday, S Club 7 for sure.
Yeah, I mean that's a reach, but I'll give you that.
Look at you. We prepared this earlier.
Just trying to get donations for this. It's just hard. You have to do jokes. It's really just disconcerting.
I don't know, man. What bands would deserve it? I can't even think of a band now. My mind's gone.
Spice Girls.
They've got enough. Do you know what I mean? They're getting a bit arrogant.
I mean, yeah.
I was a big fan of
Arrogant
Backstreet.
Spice. Which one's that?
All of them. I was a big fan of Backstreet Boys and a big fan of S Club 7 as a child, so let's go for those. If we're going with the 90s theme, they deserve their own.
Can do. Ringing a bell scares away evil spirits. Do you believe that?
No. Do you?
No. We're going to play now. We're going to play the Can You Guess What the Line from the horror film is? What film the line? We're going to play. I haven't worked out the name of this. We're going to play. Guess the line from the horror film. Okay, we'll go with that. Guess the line from the horror film. Okay. So I'm going to read you out some lines. And you tell me what horror film you think they're from.
Are you going to sort of do it in character and bring some real energy to it, or do it sort of? In your
It is what it is. Okay. No, I will. I'll go. I'm going to go. I'll perform it. Okay, here we go. Here's the first one. Here's Johnny.
That's from The Shining.
Here he is. Here's Shining. Very good. Yeah, very good. Here's the next one. A censor once tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans. Let's go again. A censor once tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
That's from Silence of the Lambs.
It is from the Silence of the Lambs. Very good. Oh, I see, dead people.
It's from The Sixth Sense.
Very good. You're doing well. You're going to need a bigger boat.
Jaws.
1, 2, Freddy's coming for you.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, he's very good at this, actually. They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Let's get you, Barbara. Oh, what's that? I don't know. The Birds?
No, so it's a film with a character called Barbara in, if you want a clue. Game Over. What's that from? Game Over.
Game Over. I don't know.
I saw.
Of course it is. They're all bloody games.
And then the last one. Mammy, what's wrong? Mammy, what's wrong?
Mammy, what's wrong? Poltergeist?
No, that's from Mrs. Brown's Boys. Okay. So I'm going to read you a horror story, a little horror tale. It's a short one. Here we go. This is Hugging Molly. It's best to start. I'll put some music underneath this, so it's, you know.
Can I just ask, are you wearing a neck brace?
Yes.
Oh.
You've only just noticed. Amazing. Any further questions, Your Honour? She's only. I mean, how long have we been recording for? It's not something subtle, is it? Is that a blue shirt or a black shirt? What colour is that shirt? Are you wearing a neck brace? Jesus.
I genuinely thought you were wearing a bow tie. Look closer.
Unbelievable.
You haven't gravely injured yourself,
Very
have
showbiz. No. I have, but my neck's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. Cool. Can I take it off? Is that all right? It is annoying me. I mean, that was going to be a bit at the beginning, but made no reference.
You're not edit, so that bit was at the start.
Well, I mean, that's the level of observational comedy we're dealing with from Tal Davies. She's always spotting stuff, always. Nothing goes by her. Okay, so this is the story of Hugging Molly. It's best to stay at home when the sun sets in Aberville, Alabama, if you want to avoid Hugging Molly's chilly embrace. So be serious. As the legend goes, beginning in the early 1900s, an oversized figure clad all in black began roaming the streets at night looking for unsuspecting victims. Once she fixates on someone, she hugs the person and screams ever so loudly into their ears. Many people have recounted stories of being chased by what they believe was Hugging Molly. Local parents have even taken advantage of the story to keep their children in line. The nighttime warden, Hugging Molly. What do you make of that? You believe it?
A little bit Spooksville, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Do I believe it? No. Do you?
I think there could be someone going around. There could be someone going around hugging people and screaming in their ears.
That bit is plausible.
Yeah, towards the evening time, near a bar or a pub or something. I think that's probably it. Do you believe in ghosts?
No.
Fair enough. You're doing well, in a sense. So if you see a spider at night, it could be the spirit of a lost loved one. Now, if that's the case, I've murdered a lot of my relatives with no hesitation. Do you think a spider? Do you ever see a spider and think it's maybe the spirit of someone you know or knew?
I
Well,
mean,
not you know, because like they're there, but you know.
the spirit of a proper dick. I hate spiders.
Yeah.
Like, nobody who actually loved me would come back as a spider. I don't think.
What if they've got no choice? The ultimate.
I'd rather they didn't come.
You'd rather they didn't come back. Okay, fair enough. She's anyone listening that's friends, or
Yeah, this applies across the board. If anyone's thinking of ever coming to visit, whether they're alive or dead, I'd rather you didn't.
yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it's a fair policy. Now, chances are your trick or treat sweets have been poisoned. No, that's wrong. Well, they might be. I don't know how many enemies you have, but chances are, if your trick or treat sweets have been poisoned, it's normally a family member. Now, my question is, would you poison a child?
Yeah, depending on the child. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
With what?
Yeah.
How? In their sweets?
Yeah, sure, whatever. I mean,
What sweet are you going for?
it's got to be one that they all like, so it can't be one where you're fussy and some people, like a blackjack, not everyone likes.
I like it.
What does everyone like? A drumstick. There you go.
You think everyone likes a drumstick?
I think everyone tolerates a drumstick. I think you eat it at the end, maybe. You could easily slip a razor blade in there, couldn't you?
I mean, yeah, it's a great shape to slip in a razor blade. So, anyone listening, top tip: if you want to murder a child, just slip in a razor blade into a drumstick. Okay.
Well, there's some little bastards who keep scratching on the bit of brick under my front window, so I'm particularly not enamoured with kids at the minute. I've literally turned into a middle-aged woman in this lockdown. I'm like the hag that they come and graffiti and I put razor blades in their lollipops.
Well, let me know if there's any murders.
Have you got chocolate fingers? Can I have one?
Yeah.
Have you poisoned them? Oh, look at
Imagine if you...
You've been that prepared. Oh, fuck.
Shit.
Have you got any? I've got some of these. Have you got any, what are these called? Flying saucers? It's probably too late for us to mock some it up now.
Have you got any custard creams?
No, I've got a V&S half-dipped finger. Hula hoops.
No.
Strawberry laces?
No.
No, well, I think this bit is probably doomed.
I'll just take them to myself then. There you go.
Oh.
Fuck. Fuck.
What? Was the custard cream on fire? No, it wasn't.
Now, the most popular children's costumes are princesses and superheroes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do you think children are too arrogant? Should they dress up as cleaners and shop workers? Is this what they're, entitled?
No, I think let them dream a little bit longer, I guess, maybe. Apart from the little bastards outside my house. But I do think, though, at the risk of sounding like an old woman, I do think they should dress like something scary. I don't know why suddenly you don't have to dress as something scary for Halloween.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's more, my problem is a lack of creativity. Do you know what I mean?
It's just been bought from a shop rather than...
yeah, I suppose. But also, I'd like to see more arts and crafts, definitely. But don't go for your cliched, cliche stuff, really. And then, you know, if you're dressing up as a fucking Superman or a fucking rich person, then, I mean, I don't know.
Very thought-provoking.
72% of parents have admitted to stealing their children's Halloween candy. Do you believe that? Is that true fact? Is that fake news? What do you think?
If anything, I would say the percentage would be higher than that. Would you not?
Really? Well, there's a lot of liars, aren't there? Among the adults. May well be higher. 17% of Americans dress their pets up in costumes. Are there, do you think, any kinds of dogs that shouldn't be dressed up? What's the largest dog you could put a costume on physically?
I think all dogs should be dressed up, and I actually think it's even funnier when the dog clearly hates it.
I mean, it's great.
And I think size should never be a limit. I mean, I can't conceive of a dog too big to wrestle a witch's hat on.
What about hairiness?
Hairiness?
Sorry, featheriness. What do dogs have? Furriness.
Why should that be a factor in it at all?
Well, I mean, if you don't keep them trimmed and they're wild with it, you know, it's not going to look right, is it? It's going to look like you've put in fucking a witch's hat on a cloud. Is that what you want?
Oh, I think that could look quite nice. I mean, there's plenty of hairy people out there with witches' hats on their heads. Don't be prejudiced against hairier dogs.
I'm not prejudiced. It'd just be awkward. I want ease of use. Do you know what I mean?
I love the idea of having any kind of thing dressed as a pumpkin, like baby, small animal. That's the perfect, isn't it? When they're little and round. I would literally die happy if you presented me with a crab dressed as a pumpkin. Fuck me, that would be great.
December's not far away. We'll see what happens. Yeah, it's a level up from glitter bombing someone, I guess.
Crab bombing.
Crab bombing.
I would totally pay for someone to send me some crabs jumping out of an envelope. I actually love crabs a lot, but yeah, I would think that'd be sick. It's better than that fucking what's her name? Kate Middleton. Her brother has a failing business, and all they do is print a photo onto 9 marshmallows for like 30 quid and send them to you. It's better than that. I'd rather have my photo printed on a crab. Not even 9, just 1.
Oh, macaron. I
thought you said a mackerel.
Yeah. If they're printing on mackerels, I'm in. I'm all in. I'll buy shares and everything. Now, speaking of cabbages, there's something called Cabbage Nights. Okay. Now, this is a Scottish thing. It's a fortune-telling game. Girls used cabbage stumps in order to predict their future husbands on the night of Halloween. Do you think things have moved on, or are they still that bad in Scotland? They moved on to maybe gem lettuces, or
maybe.
Yeah, spinach.
Kale. That's too bougie.
Do you think that's a tradition that should come back?
I mean, I'd give it a go. No, I don't really give a shit who my husband's going to be, but
you get a cabbage stump, so consolation. It's the base. It's a base, isn't it, for a soup?
Did you ever used to play those games to find out who you were going to marry at school, like the draw in the square, or I don't know, other ones?
I don't really think I did. Was that more of a girls' thing?
Probably, but you strike me as the sort of person that was friends with a lot of the girls.
Natalia Davies.
Oh, don't call me that.
What scares you?
I've just said it. I've got to say it again.
Yeah, I wasn't really listening.
The unstoppable march of time, I said. And
it is unstoppable, isn't it?
I get really freaked out by the fact that you can't ever pause anything ever. that it's just going to keep.
You can
going.
if you've got like Sky Plus. I think is a feature. Remote.
Now I watched real telly today for the first time in years, and I kept trying to press pause on it.
Retro.
It was awful. The adverts are so much worse now than I remember them being.
Well, the benefit of watching live adverts is you haven't got the same one repeated 20 times when you're trying to watch 8 out of 10 cats. It's just needless, isn't it? I don't like time. I don't like it. I'm against it. Okay, a small haunted house could net you £40,000 if you ran it right. Would you consider that turning your house into a haunted house? Maybe you could kill those children in your house, then it'll be haunted.
When you say it could net me 40,000, what, by opening it to the public or by selling it?
No, by opening it as an attraction, as a haunted house attraction.
40 grand a year?
Yeah.
I might do that. What can I do? I mean, yeah, I don't know if it's a haunted. I was a bit worried actually that this house is haunted, but it's not. It's actually fine.
Yeah, I mean, none are, luckily.
No, I know, that's the thing. I don't believe in ghosts, but I must believe in them a bit because I do get scared. So obviously that probably means I do, doesn't it?
It depends on why you're getting scared. Are you getting scared because you think there might be ghosts, or are you getting scared because there's a noise? Because a noise could be danger, so that makes sense.
I think I'm a little bit scared there could be ghosts, even though I don't believe in them.
Right. That's you've got cognitive dissonance there. So false positive, isn't it? Because when we were in the wilderness, the plains of Africa, and we saw a bush move, it was good to assume it was a lion, because then if it was a lion, then we're out of there, we're good. And if it wasn't, then we don't get to pass on our genes, do we? So that false positive, that is just part of just evolving, being human, means that you're a little bit scared of ghosts.
Yeah.
And it's sad in a way, isn't it? Sad. You're sad. What's your favourite horror film?
My favourite horror film is probably The Babadook.
Good choice. Very good choice. Why do you like the Baba? How did you say it?
The Babadook.
Well,
Like, is that wrong?
Is that similar to the Babadook?
They say The Babadook.
Do they? Let's check this out.
Because it goes Babadook, duck, duck. It's him knocking on the door.
Babadook, innit? Babadook, duke, duke.
Maybe in the back country.
Babadook. The Babadook. It's Babadook. You're saying Babadook?
Yeah, like book.
Oh, yeah. English isn't phonetic, so don't give me that.
You could have just accepted it at face value.
Well, I scanned your face.
You didn't find much value. Do you want to know why it's my favourite, or are you not asked?
No, really. Can't be bothered. Don't give a shit. No, go on. You can tell me if you want.
I don't really have a reason. I just want to know whether I've got to say anything more.
Right. You just enjoyed it. You just enjoyed it as a film.
Yeah, I find things where it's all sort of not, you don't really see anything much scarier. I do like horror films, so
Right.
I'm not particularly scared of the ones with jump scares and gore and stuff.
So that's why you're scared of the non-existent ghost in your house?
Yeah, like it actually, yeah, 100%. Because in Avid, I don't know if you've seen it, but like she'll like do a double take on like a coat rack and think it's a monster for a second, and that's the sort of shit I do in the house all the time.
Right. Is that because it's dark?
Yeah.
Have you thought about leaving all the lights on?
Yeah, it gets quite expensive.
In a sense. I remember going to the most haunted. I've been in the most haunted room in Great Britain. We sat there and in darkness, and she called out, for a spirit to make them make a noise. And I said before she sort of really got down to, saying where's the, make a noise, you ghost. I said, can we not just do it with the lights on, so if we do see anything, we can identify it? And she said no. She said no.
I did a ghost tour once. It was awful. I'm with you.
Your ghost tour was rubbish. Why? So you went on a ghost tour. Have you been on a ghost tour?
Yeah.
Okay. How
If
was
you
that?
had followed my comedy career from the very start, you would know that my earliest material was about that ghost tour, Damon Conlan.
Comedy career.
Yeah. Oh, fuck off.
How long have we been doing comedy? We end as always with the question, and that is at the end, and that is, what was the 5th cheese of my 5-cheese pizza, and why? I had a 5-cheese pizza. I can't remember the last cheese. I can remember the other 4. It's the mouldy cheese this month, so we're asking, what mouldy cheese was the 5th cheese? It was a mould. You can make any cheese. Don't limit yourself to mouldy cheeses. You can just add on mould to like a cheddar or
Are you going to tell me what the 4 cheeses were?
If you want me to.
Yeah. Okay,
so first, what do you think now?
Are we talking a traditional 4-cheese pizza?
We're talking my 4-cheese pizza.
It's going to be mozzarella.
No.
Cheddar.
Cheddar, yeah.
Parmesan,
yeah.
What else? Ricotta. Gruyere. I don't know. Anyway, the one I think is the 5th one, the mouldy one, is gorgonzola.
Why? Why do you think that?
Because they normally put that in a 4-cheese something, and it is a mouldy cheese. And it's nice. You should have put it on if it wasn't. Have I bamboozled you? Have I tied you in knots with my logic there?
No. Is that what you're going for?
Yeah, what's wrong with that? You're making me doubt myself now.
It might be because you're wrong.
I'm going gorgonzola.
You're going gorgonzola. You're going gorgonzola. Going once, going twice. Going home. It's the wrong answer, I'm afraid. It's the wrong answer. Unlucky.
Them's the breaks, I guess.
Yeah.
Next time, I thoroughly recommend you put gorgonzola on it.
Not doing it. Okay. I didn't do the start bit, so I'll just do that, and then I'll stick it on the front.
Okay.
Hello and welcome to the 5th cheese.
Fresh face, then.
What?
Let me look fresh face, like I'm not weary-eyed from this shite for the last hour. Let me look like I'm new.
Hello and welcome to the 5th cheese. Today we're joined by Tal Davies. And we're going to kick off the spooky evening with the first question, and that is, why?
Why not? Eh?
I mean, literally, this is the 2nd attempt at this.
I mean,
you've had an hour to come up with a better answer, but why not?
What?
So I'm a little disappointed.
Question why though? I mean, why? Yeah, why? It's all bollocks. Why am I doing this?